Hi, it's Monday. I just thought I would start recording another vlog because why not? We are going out for a WLK today. Can't say the word because Rufus is there. He would probably like to come too, but we were maybe going to get a bite of something to eat after, so he wouldn't be able to come. We don't want them sitting in the car for ages. So a lot of you were asking where he was in the last vlog, and he sends his regards. I think he's just happy to get a quiet few hours in the house by himself with no one annoying him, to be honest. He'll get his walk later on anyway. It's a lovely day, and I'm actually wearing my Dana Ray makes Scattering Petals coil, which I knitted in my Hearth DK. This is what I knit out of my Hearth DK when I was testing out the yarn. This is the first day it's actually been really cold enough to wear it, so I'm pretty excited. It is a big old coil. It's like an infinity coil. I'm bringing my knitting with me so I can knit in the car on the way to the walk. This is the November Balaclava, upside down, by Petite Knit, and I'm knitting it out of hand spun. The pink hand spun is by my friend Kim of Alternate Universe, but back then she was R=Happy. I got this, I think, at one of her markets about 10 years ago or more when I was a student in London. And the brown stuff is my own hand spun, and I have no idea what this is actually. Probably Blueface Leicester and something. I don't knit with hand spun very much. I am a spinner. But after knitting this, I just thought, you know what, that was very, very enjoyable, and I would like to do it more. So my plan is to do more hand spinning and knit with more of my hand spun yarn, and maybe try and card up a few bats and just experiment a little bit with colour. So anyway, I'm going to take you along on our walk. I have my knitting, and as you can hear, I have a bit of a cold, but I just want to get out in the fresh air. So that's happening today. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. So someone wanted to know in the last vlog if you're camera shy.
Well, if I'm camera shy?
Would you say you're camera shy?
No, not really, no.
Let's do a close-up of your face then. We have arrived at our walking destination. And we're going up a walk around the top of Fairhead, which is like a big cliff. And it's a few miles, what, 2-3 miles?
2 miles, yeah.
And it's very beautiful, so I'm going to show you when we get, well, I'll show you the whole way around so you can see what it's like. Do you want to explain the Crannog? This little island in the middle of the lake. Was it not defensive?
Defensive, yeah. So I think the way they usually work was the way they're
You're going to have to speak louder, I think.
Oh, the way they're accessed is there's stepping stones but that are slightly under the water. So if you know where they are, then you can almost run across the water to get to the island. But obviously the people attacking don't know that. So it's yeah.
And who goes there?
Just Irish farmers from like 1200 AD.
Or would they be escaping other clans, or
probably other farmers stealing their cattle, that sort of thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know.
That is amazing, isn't it? Is that Scotland?
Mulligan Tower.
And to the right?
That's a wee island that's owned by some Swiss billionaire.
Oh, right.
That has a wee pub on it that people used to stop at, but they don't stop anymore.
Why?
Because the Swiss billionaire doesn't let anybody on.
Oh, that's a bit mean.
What's that called? Woolly Island? Yes. Would you sit in the boulder?
No. Would you sit in the boulder?
No.
People do that though, don't they?
Yeah.
We scrambled up here one day from the bottom, up this little path. Well, it's not really a path, to be honest. It's sort of dodgy. This bit's called what's it called? The Grey Man's Path? The Grey Man's Path. And it's kind of straight up. A group of us came up. And people do this thing where they sit here, which is crazy. On we go. That's the walk over now. We're gonna go get some lunch. It was absolutely lovely. So I totally forgot to record the lovely lunch we had. I had a club sandwich with chips, and what did you have? Burger and chips at the Salt House in Balaclava, and then we went for a little walk down the street and got a couple of things. And the sun's actually starting to go down now. It's like 3:15 and it's starting to get dark already, kind of. So maybe when I go home I'll show you my knitting, and then I'll just end the vlog there for today. So hope you enjoyed that. Bye. Rufus, do you know everybody was asking where you were? And here you are guzzling down a big piece of salmon. Yeah. Pretty good stuff, isn't it? Big boy. You didn't get the mince pie, but you're getting the salmon. Is that pretty good? Yeah, I bet it is. Rufus, do you know you're really popular on the internet? Do you know they're all wondering where you were?
Really?
So popular. Big boy.
That's not on the WALK up the mountain.
Don't you worry, you're getting your big WLK today. So it's the next day, it's almost getting dark again, so I thought I'd better show you the balaclava that I finished and blocked. You might have seen a little clip on Instagram that I did, a little reel. So I just want to show you what it looks like and tell you a little bit about it. I really enjoyed knitting this. It was very fast and very satisfying, so I'm going to show it to you now. So this is my November balaclava. It is a pattern by Petite Knit. It's for my little girl. She is just over 1. So I knitted this in hand spun yarn. So the pink is hand spun from Kim Smith, who is now Alternate Universe. She was Kim Smith or Art Equals Happy when I bought this about 10 years ago when I lived in London. I think I bought it at a market that she was at. And this brown is hand spun, that I hand spun, that I spun myself quite a long time ago, probably around the same time. They were similar weights, so it works quite well. I've been a spinner quite a long time. I haven't really knitted that much for my hand spun yarn, and now that I've had this little taster, I'm very keen to do more. So turned out really nicely. I was supposed to do the Italian bind off here, but it was late at night and I just decided to do a regular bind off. It's just about stretchy enough. And then for here I did a tubular bind off, which I had to do a little refresher on how to do because I couldn't quite remember. That was supposed to be an Italian bind off as well, but again, very fiddly. And I couldn't quite get into my head how to do it. Anyhow, tubular bind off looks great, I think. And this has definitely spurred me on to think about doing a full garment or a shawl perhaps in my hand spun. I would also like to get a few naturally dyed locks and blend it all in. I think it could be really nice. I'm a member of the Weavers and Dyers Guild and you can rent out the drum carder from there, so I might do that, make a few nice bats and spin enough yarn for a jumper.